Parabilis Medicines, a drug maker taking aim at hard-to-reach tumors, has just gone public on NASDAQ. Its shares were offered at $20 a share, soared 58% on their first day of trading, as you see there. The company says it raised nearly $800 million through that IPO. Parabilis Medicines was founded back in 2015 and has already struck a lucrative partnership with Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. It is going public at a time when the IPO market is heating up for lots of firms, particularly biotech firms. Dr. Mathai Mammen is the CEO of Parabilis, and he joins me now. Doctor, thanks so much for taking the time.
It's such a pleasure to join you.
So first, I wonder if you can explain the core of your business here. Your lead drug candidate, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, I'm sure I'll get it wrong, has been evaluated in trials for multiple solid tumors. Tell us what the effect of this treatment could be.
I will. Let me tell you why we even exist as a company. Why does Parabilis exist? You know, all medicines target an overactive protein that drives particular diseases, but unfortunately about 80% of proteins inside cells are considered undruggable, meaning that a traditional small molecule or an antibody is not going to be effective for technical reasons. The purpose of Parabilis is to invent and wield a new platform that's related to peptides. We call it helicon peptides that can drug such so-called undruggable proteins. So what we have found is that we can make drugs against these proteins that the biopharmaceutical industry has failed today to do. The first of these you referred to is called zolucatatide, or Zolu. And Zolu inhibits a particular one of these proteins called beta-catenin. And beta-catenin is overactive in a number of different tumors, perhaps millions of cancers in the United States per year. So this kind of protein is very valuable to be able to drug, in that it would help patients suffering from particular kinds of cancers. Our lead indication is a kind of cancer called desmoid tumors, and there are others like familial adenomatous polyposis and other tumors still that we are excited about making medicines for. So that's where we are. The data look very encouraging right now, and investors seem to agree. And today's public offering gives us the capital to pursue what we need to pursue to drive towards medicines here for these patients.
As I understand it, the longer-term goal is to go after a whole host of diseases that have historically been considered too difficult to treat. What kinds of diseases and how?
Yeah, there are many diseases whose causal driver, the root reason you have a disease, are these undruggable proteins. For example, hepatocellular carcinoma, colorectal cancer, amyloblastoma. There are many, many kinds of diseases within the cancer space, and there are many diseases outside the cancer space as well that are driven by these so-called undruggable proteins. So our platform lets us make medicines against those and help those patients that would otherwise be very difficult to help.
We're hearing extraordinary complaints about how AI is already accelerating drug trials, research, and discovery. Has AI meaningfully changed how Parabilis has been able to develop medicines?
It does indeed. We don't lead with ourselves as an AI company, but our core platform that I mentioned, the helicon peptide platform, is tremendously enabled by artificial intelligence, machine learning, and computational approaches. We've ourselves, over the last decade, created a tremendous amount of data ourselves, and we've used that data to train algorithms that help us create our particular kind of helical peptide platform. So absolutely, I don't think we could do what we do if not for the advances of AI. We just don't lead that we are an AI company. We're a company that makes medicines that really tries to help people.
Sure. Well, listen, we wish you luck in your mission. Dr. Mathai Mammen, thanks so much for joining.
Thanks so much for having me.